Gino, thank you. Thank you for all you've done, for all you've been, for all the ways that you've blessed me, blessed this community, blessed so many people. Thank you is all that I can say, but yet it's not nearly enough. I want you to know how deeply I appreciate you, how deeply I respect you and admire you, am inspired by you. You've truly made me better. You've made this place better. I'm super excited for all the good things that await you in Maryland, all the good things that you'll do for other people. And always be grateful for what you've done for us. You'll always have a home here, not only on our campus, but in my heart and in the hearts of so many people. Thank you, Gino. I love you. Be well. Godspeed.
Hi, Gino. It's been my absolute joy to share UC 238 with you this year. Second breakfast, second lunches, third, fourth, fifth cookies have been lacking in my life since leaving campus, but I particularly value all of our conversations. In so many ways, you remind me of what is important, and it's always the people. I appreciate your willingness to dive into anything new, all in the pursuit of making everyone around you feel like they belong and that they matter. Listening to you sing Spanish music on the couch in my office is perhaps one of my favorite memories. Obviously because your singing voice rivals my own, but also because it was part of your commitment to recognizing the blessings and opportunities in smaller gatherings of people, the ability to see each person for who they truly are and how God must love them. I'm not sure how we'll select the music for Spanish Mass next year, but perhaps we can FaceTime you in to sing for us.
Father, good luck on the next part of your journey. Wishing you best of luck, and hope to see you soon. There's so many great memories of you, and whether it's going down to New Mexico and seeing the communities where you had lived and seeing how much they loved you, or you coming and visiting us here in Evergreen and coming to our house and having dinner. I've just appreciated so much your wisdom, your joy, your laughter, your comedy, and everything in between. Good luck, love you, and speak to you soon. Bye.
I had the same reaction. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Father Gino. I just want to say that you're going to be so missed next year. I think my favorite memory of you was probably the first time I met you in the Grad Law Commons. And I had been warned about how much personality you have and how you joke around with everyone, but I still was not expecting it. So I was definitely kind of thrown off. I was a little nervous, but you managed to bring a smile to my face that day and every other day after that. So I want to thank you for all the support you've given me, all the love you've given me, and all of the graduate students in the Grad Law Commons. And yeah, we're really going to miss you. So good luck with everything.
So my favorite memory with Gino is a couple times when we just showed each other our favorite sandwich spots in San Diego. Kind of an impromptu, spontaneous lunches. We decided to go off campus and grab a sandwich. It was really great, Gino, getting to know you. Just on a different level, share laughs, share some stories, and also to share some delicious sandwiches, which was lovely. The thing I appreciate the most about you is really your authenticity. I never once felt as though I was getting a different you. You always were very real, very sincere, and that came in your sincerity of humor, and to never deviate from that, and also just your sincerity of heart and being a person of depth and real care and concern. Thank you for all that you've done for us, and I appreciate your friendship and the ways that you've helped me feel welcomed here at USD.
Father Gino, thank you so much for everything you've done for USD. You will be greatly missed. When I think about the things that I will miss most about you, a few things come to mind. I will miss your kindness. I will miss your wisdom and your humor, and the way that you merged that wisdom and humor to create an amazing community. and I hope that I'll be able to take some of that with me. Also, I'll miss your cookies. But thank you so much for giving so much of yourself, and I wish you the best in your new assignment.
Gino, I had a number of requests from Michael Lovett Collier to put this video together to thank you for your years of service. And I avoided it because I just didn't want to admit that you were leaving us. I want to thank you for your years of service to our students and to our campus. You're really an icon, and you're going to be so missed. I remember the very first time that we met, I was impressed both with your intellect and your kindness, but also with your great sense of humor. And I'm going to miss all of those on our campus. Please know that you always have a home at USD and that we love you. May God bless you in your next phase of your life.
Hey Papa G, I can't believe it's been a year since I left USD and now it's your turn to leave. It's really, really sad. But some of the greatest memories I have with you is, working at Grad Life together for 2 years. I'm so, so grateful to have had that opportunity. And just all of our little talks we had. I felt like we were just talking and eating most of the time, even though we were working. Yeah, I know everyone loved your cookies, but I just loved the jalapeno poppers. I probably ate like 300 over the 2 years I was there. And yeah, just all our little chats and going out to get some pho together. Those were just really, really nice moments that I'll cherish forever. And one of the first people I met, I think, when I moved here, and you were so, so welcoming, and obviously you're such a great listener and you give such constructive responses, and I really, really appreciate that. I'm definitely going to come visit you in New Mexico, so you should come visit me in Japan, and we can wear kimonos and eat fried chicken together.
Hey, Father Gino, I wish you nothing but the best. My greatest memory with you was Our Lady of Guadalupe Mass and celebrating with us. And I just appreciated your humor and just loving and willing and always being there for us. So I appreciate that. I wish you nothing but the best, and hopefully we keep in touch.
Hello, Father Gino. I'm sorry this can't be in person, where I could give you a big hug and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you've done to accompany our students, our faculty and staff during the past many years that we were graced with you at USD. I wish you wonderful health, a blessed journey going forward, and a heartfelt gratitude for all that you have contributed to our community, especially our students. We will miss you tremendously, and your wonderful baked cookies, and just the way that you brought community and compassion and care to every day and every moment while at the University of San Diego. Thank you, Father Gino. We love you. Be well and stay in touch.
Papa G, don't go. Please stay. We can't. What are we going to do without you? It's not the same. So 2 prompts. My favorite memory with Papa G, I think, revolves around food. So many instances come to mind. One particular one, though, when we went and got Cuban food, and we went off campus, and we inadvertently ran into Marianne. And at the time I was working and, theoretically getting paid to eat food off campus for longer than necessary. So that was a good memory, and one that I'll cherish. Actually, I think probably more accurately, my favorite memory is Papa G getting ready for Theology on Tap, where he would, prior to 1 hour prior to the start time, he would be very solemn, kind of meditative, and just preparing himself, going internally and reflecting. And then once Theology on Tap starts, comes out and starts praising everyone, lots of energy, lots of excitement, lots of enthusiasm, as he does so well. Papa G, secondly, what I appreciate most about you, it would have to be your relentless, ruthless, and unapologetic criticism of Stephanie Tran. Whether it's when she's sleeping in front of everyone, talking too much, or just generally existing.
Your just scathing criticism of Stephanie Tran is one of my favorites. But the conversations that you have, everyone, is always just a pleasure just to listen to you. Generally, the humor, your generosity, your kindness, your honesty, and your empathy. You're a beautiful soul, and we all adore you dearly. And I'm sure we're all going to come to wherever you are in the world, and we're gonna visit you, because life isn't the same without you in our lives. So thanks for everything.
Father Gino, so many things that I can say about my favorite person on campus. When you first got assigned to graduate minister, little did I know that we would become glued to the hip, right? I mean, that's pretty accurate at this point. There's been a lot of laughter, there's been some tears, and there's been a whole heck of a lot of, Padre, you cannot say that at work. Padre, you cannot say that in this office. So maybe that's one thing that will be a lot easier. And maybe having to work on that HR file that's also been growing could be perceived as something I won't have to work on anymore. But I know why the students love you. I know why so many people cherish you. And I know why you've become such a loving member of my family. I want to say thank you. And I know this is just one chapter to many more that we will have. But thank you for your years of service to graduate and law students, and for the laughs, and just for making each day a lot brighter for me. I appreciate you.
Despite my explicit directions, Michael Lovett Collier did reach out to me directly. I told him never do that again, okay? But he keeps doing it. The restraining order is in process. 3 memories that I have with you, Gino. The first thing that brought us together with our twisted sense of humor was when you witnessed that kid in the Vistas exposing himself to traffic, and you reported it to me. Although it's a terrible thing, we both thought it was really funny. We both couldn't help but laugh, and I kind of knew from that point that you were a good guy. We did that trip to New Mexico, you, me, John Newhouse. That was just such a cool time, and I think about that all the time. All the times we've had on the men's retreats, all the trips we've had to dinner and stuff like that. I'm just so grateful for it, so grateful for you. And especially when you helped, take care of me. You brought me to my doctor's appointments and stuff like that when I had my knee injury. So that kind of stuff, I'll never forget it. And you've done so many things for so many people at the school. We're never going to forget you. So thank you for everything. And we will always be friends, and we will always be in touch.
Gino, you were one of the first people that I met at USD, and you made me feel so seen and so loved right away, and that feeling has never changed. Thank you for teaching me what it means to show up with authenticity and courage.
Thank you so much for all the laughs. Thank you for all the great conversations over delicious meals. We really appreciate it all. Our time together, it was short but intense.
Gino, we'll miss you so much. It definitely will not be the same around here without your generous spirit. And just so you know, our gratitude for you is even more abundant than all of the cookies that you fed us. So thank you so much for everything. We love you. We will miss you, and so many blessings on the next step of your journey.
Mary here. As you can see, I'm just about to bake a batch of your famous chocolate molasses cookies. I've got the recipe, all the ingredients, and a couple of helpful hints that you gave me. And yet, as I begin, I realize something essential is missing. And that something is all the love and the care you put into every batch of cookies you made, and the pure joy you had as you walked across campus, handing them to people who not only enjoyed a delicious treat, but also your warmth, your caring, and your generosity. In addition to cookies, you've shared so many other gifts with us over the years. Thank you for the example of your well-lived faith, your thought-provoking homilies, your wisdom, your vulnerability, your humor, your compassion, your friendship, all the gifts you've given. It's been a joy and a pleasure to get to know and work with you. I wish you Godspeed and many blessings as you begin your new chapter of your life in Maryland. Thank you. I will truly miss you and your delicious cookies, most especially my personal favorite, the dark chocolate caramel sea salt. Thank you.
Hello. How are you, Papa G? I miss you so much. I just want to say how thankful I am for the opportunity of spending time with you and being with you. And thank you very much for being there for me. You're just an amazing person with a wonderful, one-of-a-kind personality. No matter how much I say, I would never be able to express how thankful I am for all the help that you gave me and that you provided me with throughout my time at Grad Life. I remember all the times where I was coming to the office or your room, and you were just giving me the best feeling ever, and you were comforting me. And I also remember all the times I was telling you, Padre, please pray for me, keep us in your prayers and this kind of stuff. So thank you very much for all of your services, and I hope that the next chapter in your life is going to be the most wonderful, exciting, amazing experience ever. Love you so much, and hopefully we can see each other one day. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, and I love you so, so much, and I miss you tremendously.
Hello, this is Luke LaCroix, and I want to share my tribute to Father Gino and gratitude of all of the gifts that he's shared with the USD community. My favorite memories of Father Gino are definitely the amount of time that he's dedicated to the second year experience program, his presence at activities, and driving around San Diego in vans with him for the first halftime retreat are definitely seared in my mind. I appreciate his great ability to connect with individuals and have a great memory of that person and part of their experience, and to help them feel like that they belong here. And I also really appreciate his homilies. I don't know how often people say that about priests, but you definitely leave founders remembering what was said, and it has a meaning related to our lives and our daily activities. He's a great teaching priest in that regard. I would also like to acknowledge that he would often make comments about my carrying big gulps as a part of our experience together, either in activities or just on campus. So cheers to Father Gino. Thank you again, and don't be a stranger. You're always a torero. Plus to friar.
Gino, standing beside your founder, and the one that when I think of you, I think of in your wonderful spirituality that you brought to USD. So take this moment to thank you again for everything you've been for our students, our staff. You bring the spirit of Francis, and maybe some skills Francis didn't have, like cooking, making cookies and lots of goodies, but your sense of humor, ability to bring a maturity of church and to challenge us and invite us to new ways of loving the Lord. And all I can really say is you've been the best. You're always welcome, and I hope this will always be a home for you.
What I appreciate most about Gino is his ability to make us laugh and to make time for us. Gino, your mentorship and friendship has meant the world to me. It's really impacted the way I see my relationships and the way I make decisions in my life, and I couldn't imagine going about the things I'm doing now without the conversations or lunches or meals that we've shared together. So I just want to thank you for being you, for making time for me and many other folks. I love you. I wish you well. I know you're going to enjoy whatever comes next for you. And I can't wait for us to get together again. So take care and be well.
Alrighty. The thing that I appreciate the most about Father Gino is his ability to connect and just engage any and all students, and just being receptive to their highs, their lows, critiques. And there's always a lesson with him that you walk away with and actually, incorporate into your life whether it's later, right then and there. For me, I've walked away a couple times from our conversations and actually have, done a little more soul searching and inner reflection, and figured out that he was right and to take his advice. Just the open heart, I definitely will miss. And I do miss now, having been, graduated a year ago. But I definitely will miss his presence. And I'm so sad that others weren't able to experience the laughter, the jokes for sure, the cookies, and just the all around great person that I was able to experience. So folks are missing out, but I'm glad that I had the opportunity to really get to know you for the year that I was in grad life every day. So thank you.
Father Gino, the time has come. You are leaving USD. Father, I had an awesome time at USD, and you were a big part of the reason why. You had such a positive impact on my experience while I was there, and I really enjoyed all the time that we were able to spend together. Lots of laughs, lots of chats, lots of great meals and adventures together. I think my favorite adventure is when you, me, and Scott Thomas took a very long, probably 30-hour plus road trip out to New Mexico. We spent time in New Mexico, Arizona. You introduced us to the Native American reservations, the friars out there, and it was an experience that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. Thank you for your constant ongoing support, everything that you've always done to support me, even after I've left USD. I know that the USD community is really going to miss you because you make a big impact on everyone there, just like you did while I was there. Thank you for everything that you've done for all of us. I wish you the best of luck in your journey, and know that whoever gets you in their community is going to be so lucky to have you. Thank you, and best of luck, Father Gino.
My favorite memory of Father Gino is the few times that we went to the Vietnamese restaurant up the street, up Linda Vista. They were just like really great times to share a meal together and catch up on things outside of work. And things that I really appreciated about him that are really connected to those times that we go out to eat. Gino, you're someone who is not worried about being interesting to others. You're more interested in others, and that just goes a long way in ministry and in life and in really any relationship. And we never really had a formal mentorship, but I know that I learned so much from you. So thank you. You will be dearly missed. All the love and positive vibes to you.
Greetings and soon-to-be salutations, Father Gino. It seems like it was just yesterday when you arrived and poor Father Owen shook his head and said, "This guy's just not going to make it here. He just won't last." Before the month was over, you had his office, you had his furniture, you even had the poor man's vestments. We want to thank you, thank God who sent you, but thank you for all your tireless energy. The word these days that everybody uses, unprecedented. Unprecedented energy and dedicated ministry that you showed so many people during your time here on campus. You'll be sorely missed. We know great things await you. Remember those words of Dag Hammarskjöld, "For all that has been thanks and all that will be yes, that's the way it should be." Well, for the moment, we just simply say those words of the French are famous for. Adieu, mon frère, adieu.
Father Gino, hi. Thank you so much for everything you've done for each of us that you encountered at USD and the community. Father Gino, every one of your homilies were always, such a blessing to hear. I personally appreciate them so much, as almost every one of them just spoke so clearly about, God's presence and his work in my own life. Even while speaking with so much wisdom and ease during Mass, you never failed to add a joke, just to bring that smile to each of our faces. I know, if I ever needed my spirits or energy just to be lifted up, I could just walk into the office and receive that love and happiness that would just bring so much joy into my day. Every conversation, interaction in the office was honestly my favorite memory with you, whether during a party or just getting some work done there. You just always brought so much energy and incredible lessons that we learned just from being with you. All those stories and life experiences that you shared were always the best to hear. So I'm so grateful to know you and to have had you around, during my own spiritual journey in college. Thank you again for everything. I'm sending you so much love and prayers for your next journey. Thanks, Father Gino.
Hey, Father Gino, Kevin here. Just wanted to say thank you very much for everything that you've done for me, for our staff, the University of San Diego. You've been a true blessing. You're one of the first people I met when I moved down to San Diego, and it's always an adventure with you in a very cool, fun way. I'm gonna miss just being able to see you around as frequently, but something tells me that we're gonna cross paths again. Then we might see each other in Maryland, or if not, somewhere else. Hey, we've hung out in Texas before, San Antonio, so why not somewhere else, right? Thank you for everything. One of my favorite memories with you, honestly, is just anytime we got to hang out and have one-on-one conversations. You always made me feel like I was the most important person in the room, and you really paid attention, and you really were thoughtful in any suggestions or thoughts you gave me. Thank you for everything, Father Gino. USD won't be the same without you. San Diego won't be the same without you. But we'll see each other again soon. Thank you.
Hey Gino, I hope you're doing well. I think the thing that I appreciate most about you was just that you always know what someone needs. It's like, you have this sense of prudence, almost like a sixth sense to just know when someone needs to be supported and comforted, when someone needs to laugh, when someone needs to celebrate something or grieve something. And I just think about when I was an undergrad and days where I was stressed or had been up all night writing a paper, and you were just there and always knew how to best support, often with food, preferably your charo beans with green chili. Um, and you also were there every time we needed a laugh to crack a joke. And yeah, you just really know how to meet people where they're at and to know how to read a crowd and give people what they need. And I think my favorite memory with you, though we had so many when I was an undergrad, on retreats and just time spent together and laughs and stories shared. But I think the summer after I graduated, when I was able to go to New Mexico with you, and to take the road trip out there, that was something really special for me and something that'll stick with me forever. From being in Albuquerque, and seeing your community, and the place where you used to work, and the place where you grew up, and seeing Hames Pueblo, and even down in Roswell, just the way that people would receive you back, and welcome you. It shows the impact that you've had on people, and that was really special for me to see, because I know in every place that you've been, you leave such a long lasting impact on people, and that sheds light on the person that you are, on the way that you're there for people, and you really know how to care for them. And I know you've impacted so many people at University of San Diego over the past few years, and the next place that you'll be going is really lucky to have you, and I know that you'll continue to impact everyone you meet there. So thank you for all the memories. I wish you the best of luck in your transition, and I look forward to staying in touch in the next phase of both of our lives. Thank you, Gino.
Gino, I'm so sad to see you go, but I'm so excited for what this new chapter will bring for you. I have always appreciated your love and concern for me and my family, for all the care that you show our students, for your humor, for your humility, for all the wisdom you have provided to everyone you've encountered. We're really going to miss you, but we know that this is not the end, but only goodbye for now. Love and miss you, Gino. Take care on this new journey.
Thank you, Father Gino, for everything you've done for the USD community. I know that you have impacted many students, coworkers, and myself, so thank you. I'm so appreciative of the joy and laughter that you spread everywhere you go. What I'm going to miss the most is how authentic you are, whether it's just seeing you around campus, at a UM meeting, whether it was on men's retreat or during a homily.
You are always just so honest and truthful, and I'm really appreciative of that. I wish you the best of luck in your next adventure. I'm going to miss you dearly. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Father Gino, thank you so much for everything you've done for USD. You will be greatly missed. When I think about the things that I will miss most about you, a few things come to mind. I will miss your kindness. I will miss your wisdom and your humor, and the way that you merged that wisdom and humor to create an amazing community. And I hope that I'll be able to take some of that with me. Also, I'll miss your cookies. But thank you so much for giving so much of yourself, and I wish you the best in your new assignment.
Hi, Father Gino. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and I'm going to miss you every day. Have fun on your new adventures, and I hope you think of me from time to time.
Hi, Gino. I don't know if you know me, but my name is Sean Brophy. And I just wanted to say my favorite memory with you was when you married me and my wife.
June 15th, 2019. Definitely one of our favorite memories with you. We're going to miss you so much, and we just wanted to let you know how much we love and appreciate you. I especially appreciate just the way that you make everyone feel loved and seen and known. I think it's really amazing. And I know Sean really appreciates your cooking, your tamales and your cookies.
Love the tamales.
So thank you for everything, Gino. We're really going to miss you, and we love you.
Hey there, Father Gino. I just wanted to say thanks for all you've done for me the past 5 years. It's been very, very nice knowing you. There's so many memories to pick from, but I think one that sticks out is when you took me and my roommate Jacob to go get donuts, and we pigged out. It was just such a fun day, and I'm always so thankful for your goofy personality and jokester self, and I'm really gonna miss you. And I'm gonna miss eating 50 of your cookies at a time. Hopefully you listen to SOB by Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats as soon as possible. Love you, Father Gino. Bye.
Hey, Father Gino. I just wanted to say thank you for all the support that you've given me and my friends the last 2 years since we've known you. I tried to think of what my favorite memory of you was, but there's way too many. It was really hard to narrow down. I think I narrowed it down to two. One of them was the first Theology on Tap I went to, where you talked about the Franciscans, and I just really enjoyed that. I think because it was my first time that I got to see you actually like go in about something that you were really passionate about, and it was just awesome being able to listen to the discussion and seeing how everyone really looked up to you and what you were sharing with everyone. And then the tie for that, my other favorite memory is when you discovered Game of Thrones, and we would come in to the office and we'd see you back there. You would just see the end of an episode and you were just like completely in shock from what you had just seen. So that was really funny when you were binging that. What I appreciated the most about you is just how loving you were and how positive you were all the time. I know law students can get really stressed out and overwhelmed, and people would always come in and ask me how I was, and I'd be like, don't talk to me, I'm stressed out, and then usually leave. But with you, you always stayed. Even if you didn't say anything, you would kind of just sit with us, and just, having someone there who was so positive and genuinely like interested in how we were doing and getting to know us as people instead of just as students, is something that I really appreciated. And I think I speak for everyone when we say we always felt better when you came into the room. Tearing up a little bit. I'm really sorry that we didn't get a chance to say goodbye to you in person. But if I'm ever in New Mexico, you'll be the first person I call. Thanks a lot, and good luck with whatever you decide to do next.
Now I'm lonely nevermore since you came into my life. Where the lights at? Hey, come on.
Hi, Father Gino. It is sad to say goodbye after this time that we've spent with you at USD. I will definitely miss you, your warmth, your hospitality, your laugh and sense of humor. It has been great to get to know you. I want to thank you for your amazing baking ability Thank you for always thinking of me when you make the gluten-free cookies and dropping off 1, 2, or maybe even 3 cookies to me in my office. I always appreciated that. I also appreciated how you ask how my family is with genuine curiosity and concern. Particularly, you ask a lot about Caleb, which, you're not supposed to have favorites, but I understand. He definitely was well influenced by you during the time that you shared together in the Vistas when he was an RA and you an RM. Thank you for your guidance and wisdom to all of our students, including our graduate students on their journey through USD, and how you gave them sound advice and listened to them and provided them with wise counsel. We will miss you, and I know that you will be blessing another community wherever that is that you choose to go. So please, Godspeed. Don't forget us on Alcala Park. We will certainly miss you. Take care.
How you doing, Father Gino? It's with a heavy heart that I record this video, but also very joyous looking back at our time together at USD. Still remember the day you arrived on campus, and I think University Ministry hasn't seen UM shaken the way that you have shooken the program in many ways. I think it goes without saying that you'll very much leave a huge hole in UM that we won't be able to replace. But all the memories and the impact that you have left on students, colleagues, and everyone else that you've interacted with won't ever be forgotten. I've really cherished and appreciated our time together, both my time at USD as a student, as a graduate, and as a colleague, but most importantly as a friend and someone that I hold near and dear to my heart. Really enjoyed all of our lunch gatherings. I feel like a lot of our time together was spent around food, really good food. You're one hell of a cook. Really gonna miss just the conversations that we had, the time that we spent together, and just the way that you interact with every single person that you meet. You have a very special gift, a talent, something that I'm sure you've been told many times, but something that leaves a lasting impression on anyone that crosses paths. I know it's not goodbye. I will definitely keep in touch with you. You'll make an effort to make my way out there, wherever you will be heading next on your next journey, to say hello, catch up, and I'm sure likewise you'll return to San Diego every once in a while. So I know it's not goodbye. I wish you the best of luck. You'll be in my thoughts and prayers, and wish you nothing but the best. We're gonna miss you, Gino. Take care.
Father Gino, I am going to miss you each and every day. I am incredibly grateful and appreciate how you always work to include others and the baked goods, always with the baked goods. Could always count on you to be thinking of others and sharing that love through all of your delicious treats.
Thank you.
All right, we love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey, Gino. Just wanted to say thank you for everything that you did and who you are and who you've been to our community. I want to thank you especially for taking all the time you did with me as I was transitioning out of graduate life and into my new stage of life of being married and being a dad, and your wisdom really helped me a lot. So I chose this outdoor location. You can see Barbara Patricia's tree house in the back. Hopefully someday you'll be able to come up this way and say hi in person. And in the meantime, I'll be looking for opportunities to get out to Washington, D.C. To see you. You will be sorely missed. Our loss is all a novice's gain, who you're going to be working with and do such great work with in DC. I'm quite sure. So thanks again for everything, and Godspeed.
Hi, Father Gino. I wanted to say how much I appreciate all that you've done for the University of San Diego, for graduate students, for all students. And I just really want to acknowledge the joy that you bring into everything that you do. Even through difficult, challenging times, the thing that comes through you the most is joy, and I'm grateful for that. Good luck in that next stage in life. Godspeed.
Good morning, Father Gino. Hi, Father Gino. I just wanted to let you know that I admire your warmth and your kindness, your sense of humor, and how caring you are for other people, especially for students. One of my favorite memories is walking into Grad Commons and going to my first bagel breakfast. And I remember that you said hi to me, you showed me the cookies that you had, and I just really remember how warm you were and how we were able to start a conversation, and you really made me feel welcome. So I really appreciate that, and getting to have you at our military events. So happy retirement. I wish you the best. Thank you.
My favorite memory of Father Gino is the few times that we went to the Vietnamese restaurant up the street, up Linda Vista. They were just like really great times to share a meal together and catch up on things outside of work. And things that I really appreciated about him that are really connected to those times that we go out to eat. Gino, you're someone who is not worried about being interesting to others. You're more interested in others, and that just goes a long way in ministry and in life and in really any relationship. And we never really had a formal like mentorship, but I know that I learned so much from you. So thank you. You will be dearly missed. All the love and positive vibes to you.
Hi, Father G. It's Ariela. My favorite memory of you, I have to say, is when you just come in randomly, whether it was my office when I was upstairs near the veterans office or downstairs in the basement of the UCs, and just giving me a hug and making us laugh and jokes and everything. But I really just appreciate the fact that anytime you came down, you would give myself and my students a hug, to giving us cookies, to telling us there was tamales, to basically just making sure that we were being taken care of holistically, like mind, body, and soul, and so forth. But I definitely have to say that what I'm going to miss even more is just the random talks and the hugs that you would just give whenever you would see us in the hallways and so forth. I really appreciate all you've done, Father Gino, especially for not only for me, but for everybody at USD, and we're going to miss you immensely. But I know that this is not goodbye. This is just see you later. And yeah, I will continue to think of you and pray for you from afar, and I know that you will do that for us as well. So thank you for everything, and I don't think there's any way I can show you how much I really appreciate, because there's so much you've done for us. So gracias, muchísimas gracias.
Hey Gino, I just want to say that I love you and I value you so very much. You've been there to support me and accompany me the entire time I've been here. You're the closest thing I've had to really a mentor. And why? Because I feel like you've always really seen me. You always respond to whatever needs that I have. And for that, I'm so extremely grateful. Just as a case in point, I still remember on Lexi, my first year, we didn't have a car. And we had to go and try to find a car. But how are we going to go find a car without a car? So you very selflessly and generously let us borrow your car for the whole day so we could go shopping. And to me, that just represented the immense generosity that you continue to share. And clearly, it's not just with the cookies, but it's with your own car. So again, I thank you so much for all the ways in which you've been there to support, and not only me, but our entire family. And so I wanted to take this moment to share, to have a few other people share their well wishes.
Hi, Gino. Thank you so much for being you. Your ability to be there for others is uncomparable. And I have so many memories that brought smiles to my face. And one of them is when you came over for New Year's and played dominoes with us and brought over some delicious food. I think they were your pepper poppers.
Jalapeno poppers?
Yeah, jalapeno poppers. And your cookies. So thank you so much for being the wonderful person you are, and for always being joyful around Vita and excited to see her. Can you say hi to Gino?
What's that, Vita? Look, see, she doesn't want you to go. She's reaching for you. Anyways, just know that we love you so, so very much. We wish you all the best in these next steps, and we very much look forward to staying in touch. Until then, we'll try to treasure that picture that still hangs in the RA office in Palomar. You take care, brother. Love you. Don't go!
Father Gino, I've enjoyed working with you on several different search committees, and I will miss seeing you around the halls, always with a smile, always with a joyful word for somebody. We wish you the very best as you leave USD and begin this next chapter.
Here in San Diego. My favorite memory was when you invited me over to your place and gave me some fresh tamales. That was amazing. The most thing I appreciate about you is how approachable you are at any time and all times, and just how generally funny and humorous you are. Good luck wherever you are, and University of San Diego is going to miss you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Better.
Hi, Father Gino. Hi, Father Gino. What I appreciate most about Father Gino is his hospitality and his ability to show love through just making people feel welcome and giving gifts, especially his cookies. And one memory that sticks out to me is this year in our resident ministry team, we do monthly meetings, and one month he offered to host us in his apartment, and rather than just the regular chips and guac that we always do, he had prepared, like, his entire kitchen was full of homemade goods, an entire buffet for the whole group of us, tons of homemade tamales, there were salads, fruits, desserts, his cookies were thrown in there, and it was just so over the top in typical Father Gino fashion, but just was a beautiful way to show that he cared about all of us and really sets the standard for hospitality in my mind. So thank you, Father Gino, for setting that example.
There's too many stories that I could tell of Father Gino, and each one of them are absolutely amazing. And so many personal stories that, from, stopping the procession of Our Lady of Guadalupe Mass to give me a hug, or, when you wear an Aloha shirt at Prio, or just seeing me and Will Stump randomly and give us macaroons, or the countless cookies that you've given me, or every other interaction. For me, there's not just one memory. When I think of Father Gino, I think of the word agape, just never-ending love, and somebody who fiercely loves other people and just wants to give out that hospitality, like Brooke was saying, and I'll always remember that, and he'll always be remembered at USD as being just absolutely genuine and kind-hearted. Love you, Father Gino.
Love
Good
you.
luck.